Hello guys, welcome to another session. In this session, we are going to look into React Memo. So let's jump into the Visual Studio Code to understand this topic. So in the earlier session, we have looked into pure component. So in the pure component session, we have looked into when there is a difference between shallow comparison of props and state, then the component gets re-rendered. But pure component concept is being achieved within the class component. It would be really nice if we are achieving the same kind of functionality within the functional component. So this is what Memo comes into the picture. With the help of React Memo, we can achieve the same functionality what pure component is offering. The components get rendered, only the state and props get changed. So let's look into the example how we can achieve this. So let's create a component. So I'm going to create a folder over here called memo component, and within that I'm going to create a JS file memo component.js, and within that I'm going to generate the functional component code with the help of snippet. So I need to write rfce enter. So this will give me the functional component, and here I will pass the destructured value as a parameter, that is name, and within that I'm going to print the name which I'm going to pass from the parent component. And this thing over here I can console.log rendering memo component, save it. Let's go to the parent component. So this is my parent component which I have created. Let's comment this code, and over here let's call our memo component. So let's write memo component, and over here we will pass the name. So we will tell that name as an attribute, name equal to, and we are having the state which we have created in the previous session, and we will pass the name. And if you remember, we are having over here this state, this set interval, where we are having a callback function which is calling after every 1 second. So if you are going by this without applying the memo component, then you will find that it is being called after every 1 second. So let's look into the output, and over here you will find that this memo component is getting called every time, even though the state value is not getting changed. So what we have to do, we need to use react.memo to stop the re-rendering. If the value is not getting changed, then it will not re-render. If the state value or the props value is not getting changed, then the component will not re-render. So let's do it. So let's jump into the Visual Studio Code, and over here we need to go to the memo component, and here while exporting we need to tell that react.memo, and over here we need to pass within the parenthesis. Let's save it. Now let's go to the browser to see the output. Then you will find it over here. It is not calling again and again the memo component. If you go to our program, then you will find that earlier we were console log it like this. We are console logging it, and earlier this value was printing. But now if you will look into the output, then you will find that it is not being called, as we are not changing the state value. So this way we can apply the pure component concept with the help of memo component within functional component of React. And this is what I wanted to demonstrate you in this session. See you in the next session. Till then, bye bye, take care.